He says, yeah, Radha is good name, but Stanton is good name, Tyagaraja is also good name, Shiva's name. But all these are limited names. Why can't he call me truth as truth? See? Nobody likes calling names. Even shortcut also people don't like, isn't it? So same thing is with the truth also. He doesn't want names. He wants to be recognized as he or she is. The names that we have been given by someone. This body that we have has been given by someone. This we are not. Recognize this. That is that which we are not. We are holding on to that and creating an identity for ourselves. This is what I am. And then suffering on account of that. So one should receive Upanishadic instructions. And these instructions which are given in the Upanishads, we have done how many? 4 or 5 Upanishads now? 5. 5 Upanishads. Last time we did a 1 week long Upanishad. I tell you, Amma, how the whole week went away. I'm not saying, for me it was a joy, but ask them, how the 1 week went away. Just flew. And we are having 6 classes every day. Plus meditation. No, meditation plus 6. Meditation, including meditation, 6 classes. 1.5 hours each means 1.5, 3 plus 6, 9 hours of contemplation every day. And nobody was tired, even after 7 days. Probably it was Lalita's food, not my teaching.
We had the best of both worlds.
We did. So January we'll do it again. Taittiriya Upanishad. But when you are enjoying and being with the self, there is no tiredness. So these Upanishads, the point was that the Upanishadic instructions, that they do not talk about the world. Nowhere in the Upanishad they will justify that the world is. Nowhere. See? Nowhere. Their purpose is only one, and that is to bring your attention to the truth. And what is that truth is again and again to the best of the ability of language. It is indicated to us again and again. Techniques are given, contemplations are given by way of which we can come to abide in ourselves. And these instructions, now what we did in 7 days or 3 days, what we did in different Upanishads, can you study by yourself? Very difficult, isn't it? But there, it's as if we have gone through a very soft, gentle, loving washing machine. Lovely washing machine effect. The mind is being washed, not by squeezing the world out of you. That was not done by the Upanishads. But instead, your attention was just shifted to the truth. And automatically all the dirt, which is equal to the world, was squeezed out of you without knowing, without you coming to know. That's what happens. Right now also that is what is happening. For 1.5 hours, your attention is being brought to the truth, and in that 1.5 hours, because your attention is on the truth, the world is being squeezed out of your mind. But you are not aware of it, because you are only aware of the truth. It's a gentle way. It's not the Kundalini path. It's not forcing to look into someone's tratak. No, there are funny methods. As many people, that many funny methods can be created. So 9 billion people, 9 billion ways of multiplied by the moments. That many methods can be created. From the Guru, then reflect upon it by the process of logic. What is reflection? See, if you remember, once I told you that our life is reorientation that we have to bring about within ourselves is, first is market research. After doing market research, what is the market research? We have to find it. We come across a teacher and we study. And then we get knowledge here, we get knowledge there, we get knowledge here. Collect the information. Information collection. That is market research. Then do what? Then the second step is, first was listening. So through listening you gained the knowledge. And then second is reflection. Reflection is what? Reflection, I have explained before, reflection is you bring what you have heard back into your conscious mind and contemplate upon it, reflect upon it. If there are any doubts, remove those doubts through proper thinking, and that thinking should be in such a manner that you must come to the same conclusion as to what you have heard, not to a different conclusion. Then your reflection is going correct. And if you are not able to come to that conclusion, then that doubt will remain and it will trouble you on the seat of meditation. But if you have enough faith within yourself that I will find an answer, okay, right now I don't have an answer, but I will one day come to know. Lord, please God guide me, grace me with the knowledge that removes this doubt. When I studied with Swami Anubhavanandaji, first 6-7 months, the doubt used to come, and after a month, the doubt used to be removed. But as we came to the conclusion of the 2 years, as we got in tune with Swamiji, with the in fact, it's not more with Swamiji, it's about the more we got in tune with ourselves, with the truth. The doubt used to be there. In the next class, the doubt used to be, without having ever mentioned that doubt to anyone, that doubt used to get addressed in the next lecture. Sometimes I will have a doubt about something at the beginning of the class. Before the class ends, the doubt is over. See? It must come to that point. This comes about as a result of reflection. But the doubt will not get removed if your attention is on, no, but why? You are holding on to the doubt. Because you think your thinking about that doubt is more important than the thought that was presented in the satsang.